Hello and welcome to week 16 of me growing out my undercut. I went and saw a guy named Andrew Does Hair, that's his handle on Instagram, because he is a master of helping men grow out their undercuts. And when I went to see him, I saw him about a month ago, he wanted to cut off of the top so that the top would start blending into the sides more. Like it would look more natural, like I wasn't growing out an undercut, you know, he just wants to style it in a way that makes sense. And I was really apprehensive about him doing that because I had finally gotten my hair to a place where the top of it was long enough to be weighed down, so it would lay a little bit flat. You know, there's always kind of like that borderline where if it's too short, it will kind of pop up like that, or it will Jufro out. I'm half Jewish, so that's what happens to my hair. And so I expressed my concerns, and he's like, don't worry, I'll teach you how to blow dry your hair so it will make more sense. So sure enough, he cut off some of the top, and I wasn't too thrilled about it because I was just getting my hair to that length where I was happy with how long the top was, but I understand his logic. I get his rationale. And as promised, he did teach me how to blow dry my hair. So I always thought that I just had the type of hair that when I blow dried it, it would end up super frizzy, but it just turns out that I wasn't blow drying it the right way, and I wasn't blow drying it long enough. So he taught me a method called the wrap method. And basically what you do is you take a shower and you use conditioner. He reiterated to me what I've read online, that you should only shampoo like once or twice a week. So as let your hair air dry until it's just damp, and then start blow drying your hair. Use a heat protectant, and what you want to do is you want to blow dry with a concentrator attached to your blow dryer, and you want to brush your hair back with a paddle brush and blow dry it as you are bringing your hair back. Then after you've done that a few times, then you brush it to the right side using kind of the same method, and I guess it's called the wrap method because you're wrapping your hair around your head flatly. And then after you're done doing the right side, then you brush it all back again, and then you brush it to the left side, blow drying it the entire time, and you repeat the process for about 10 minutes. And what happens is that your hair will lay flat on your head, or flatter, and it makes your hair shine, and it smooths out your hair. It's almost like you got a keratin treatment. And the cool thing about it, you can see my hair now, is because you're brushing it in so many directions that even if I kind of like mess it up, it still looks good, because I've blow dried and wrapped it in every single direction. So before I do this, if I don't blow dry my hair and I try to move it from side to side, it just becomes a big Jufro mess, a hot Jufro mess. And so that was a really important skill that I've learned by going to him, and I'm eternally grateful for that. So this is my measuring, I guess you would say. I am consistently growing about 7/16 of an inch every 4 weeks, which is exactly what you would expect. It's the average hair length growth. Typically people grow a ½ an inch every month, and 4 weeks is a little bit under a month. So right now at week 16, I am at 2¼ inches, which is 7/16 longer than it was at week 12. Something that is crappy that happened to me after I went to go see Andrew. Sorry, my chair is... sounds like people having sex in a bed. Not in this apartment, I can tell you. So anyway, one of the crappy things that happened to me after I left Andrew, I had to drive all the way to Riverside to get a haircut from him. And as I was on the freeway coming back home, I got into a 4-car accident, and it wasn't my fault. Like, somebody rear-ended the person behind me who rear-ended me, and that pushed me into the car in front of me. That totally sucked. So I was like, man, I just spent $100 on a haircut. I had to drive all the way to Riverside, and now I'm in an accident. But at least I got knowledge about my hair, which is really cool. Basically, what his method is to growing out an undercut is he basically cuts around the ears and he cleans up the back, like this space. It's been a month, so I've had some grow out since then. But yeah, he cleans everything up, and he'll continue to do that until the hair on the sides and the back gets a little bit longer. And so the idea is that the top of your hair will start blending into the growth that's happening on the sides and the back of your hair. So at any rate, that's all I have for you today. I'll probably try the inversion method one more time now that I know kind of consistently this is how much hair growth that I can expect from one 4-week period to the next. So why not? I'll try it one more time and we'll see what happens. I'm sure nothing. Snake oil, Sylvia Brown, don't believe it. So I'll see you again at week 20, and at that point I should be very close to 3 inches, which is incidentally the size of my penis. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.